LFG Season 46, Series 5 comes to a close here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. As tonight, we find out who is getting into the playoffs, ladies and gentlemen. This final set of games here tonight, this game in particular, there's a big seed on the line here, as this one determines the third seed here for, I believe it is the, okay, honestly, I'm not sure which conferences for these teams, which are pretty spread out, but is Spokane taking on Columbus here in tonight's matchup. With a third seed on the line, who knows how this one's going to end. So it should be Spokane starting here with the ball. They are led by Calvin at quarterback. Right now they have the player disadvantage, so we'll wait on them to get the players. Meantime, let's go ahead and start by getting the predictions up and live. The final night of Series 5. Is it Series 6? I think it might be Series 6. Yeah, it's 6. Alright, make that small edit real quick. Yeah, so final night of Series 6. With playoff positioning on the line here, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be an important game here. Especially with both these teams coming into tonight's matchup 1-0. With Reno already being eliminated as they went 0-2, losing to both of these teams. Who will be leaving this group 2-0? That is the question on my mind, as we will continue to wait for this one to get started here. I guess while we wait, we can do some advertising. YouTube channel, you haven't subscribed already, great appreciate if you went over there and did so. The TikTok, trying to hit 1,000 followers over on TikTok. If you haven't followed me on TikTok, I greatly appreciate it if you did so. We also have the predictions up and live, so you can get those in while you can. So we're going to continue to wait here for this one to get started. And still got the play clock extensions currently going. And if they do it again, we might have to take an ad break. But if not, then we might be able to get started. Well, hopefully we'll be getting started, okay? New play and play clock extension, okay. It's only a minute though, so maybe we won't run an ad break. I guess what we can talk about is, like, out of the, so far, in terms of the third seed, there's only been 2 teams been eliminated in each group. Provo has been eliminated, and Reno has been eliminated. In Group B, Chicago currently sits 1-1. Fayetteville, if they win tonight, they go 2-0, and they get it. And New Orleans, if they force a 3-way, or 1-1, I think it goes down to point differential, if I'm not mistaken. And then as for the other group, Kansas City has not yet played a game. They will play both of theirs tonight. I think Baltimore will be their first one, and then Fiora will be the one after that. So we'll see how things turn out in those groups. Then in terms of clinches, we do have one in the fourth for the 4th seed, or Raleigh, I guess is that how you pronounce it. Clinched. They went 2-0 in their group, but nobody else in the 4 and 7 seeds has clinched yet. And no one's been eliminated either, so lots of stuff going to be happening here tonight across the LFG. But we bring our attention here as we are now underway. First down. Here we Spokane, starting with the ball. They go check down for 7. Calvin, quarterback in here. Looking to get his team 2-0 and a 3 seed in their near future. 2nd and 8. They go check down. Gain of 5. 3rd down for Spokane. 3rd down, quick run up the middle. They get 4 and a first down. First down here for Spokane. First down here. Here's Calvin. He rolls left. Calvin looking. He throws. That one will be caught, but out of bounds. Illegal touch is the call. 2nd and 15 for Spokane. Second and 15. Calvin in the middle of the backfield. Avoiding the sacks. Dropping back now. Lets it go down the middle. That one looked high, but gets caught down the middle for a big catch of 40. The way that pass looked on my end, looked like it was going right to the Columbus defense. But instead, first down inside the red zone. Calvin avoids the sack. Fires right side. Caught. And I think that will be ruled a touchdown. He got the ball across. And they will call it touchdown Spokane. Extra point attempt. This one up and blocked by Columbus. It's no good. So it'll be 6-0. Now Columbus going to get the ball here, led by Electric. We'll see what Electric can do here. His opening drive of the game. First down for Columbus. Play clock winding down here. First down. And Electric goes quick pass. Caught for a gain of 10. It'll be 2nd and 5 here for Columbus. Second down. Electric in the backfield. Electric fires out right side, but the receiver cuts back. It's incomplete. 3rd down. But it also looks like it was high, so even if the receiver's in the right spot, I don't know if that would have been caught. 3rd down. Quick pass from Electric. This one caught for 7 and a first down. First down for Columbus. Electric in the backfield. Electric rolls left. Electric looking. Gonna go to his check down. This one is caught. And not gonna be a first down. Takes the knee short. Did avoid the hit stick, though, and that's probably what he was hoping for. 2nd and 1. Electric rolls left. Fires left side. Pass is caught. Gets the first down and out of bounds for a gain of 20. First down for Columbus. Electric rolls right. Goes check down. Incomplete. The check down man looks like he lagged a bit at the last second. 2nd and 15 for Columbus. 2nd down. Electric looking. Check down. Incomplete. It was missed by the receiver. It's 3rd and 15. 3rd down. This one lobbed up left side by Electric. Caught for a gain of 10. And it'll be 4th and 5 for Columbus. Fourth and 5. Electric rolls left. Electric face pressure. Avoiding the sack. Fires. Gets it. Caught for a gain of 8. And a first down, Columbus. 1st and goal. On 1st and goal here for Columbus. Electric in the backfield. Electric rolls left. Electric Dropping back here, facing pressure. Electric back at the 50. Lets it go to the end zone. And that one is caught! Touchdown, Columbus! And somehow that one panned out for him. I don't know how. That one should have at least been swatted by the defense. But the extra point will be good, and Columbus will lead 7-6. And here we go. Here's the kick. Fair catch at the 5-yard line. Why? Why would you fair catch it at the 5? First down now here for Spokane. Calvin in the right corner of his end zone lobs this one up down the left side, and it's gonna be incomplete, but it was going out of bounds. Sergi, I don't want you to be quiet. You be quiet. 2nd and 15. Calvin, as he throws, it's intercepted right to the Columbus defense. Hello Kitty Island adventure with the interception. Now inside the red zone, first down Columbus. Electrical's left, electric pressured, goes check down. It's caught, avoiding the tackles, gain of 11. 2nd and 4 at the 5 for Columbus. 2nd down. Electric in the backfield, electric. Looking. Staying on the right side here, now trying to go left. This one is going to be incomplete towards the back wall. 3rd and 4 for Columbus. 3rd down, electric. Looks like he lagged a little bit. He runs right into a sack at the 20. And now the field goal unit on the field. The field goal attempt. This one is good. 6-10. Columbus up in their lead to 4 points. 43 seconds to go here. And they're not going to fair catch at the 5 this time. They've learned from their mistakes. Instead, they'll knee it at the 20. First down, Spokane. First down. Here's Calvin rolling right. Calvin looks, steps up. As he throws down the left side. Pass swatted and incomplete. Second and 15. Second down here. Should be Calvin in the backfield. Back in his end zone. Fires out left side, but not in bounds. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 15 for Spokane. 3rd down. Calvin in the backfield. Calvin looks, fires. This one is caught for 33 and a first down. First down for Spokane. Clock winding down here in the first. Calvin, pressure, rolls left. Calvin looks, fires out left side. Pass incomplete. I'll take us to the start of the second quarter. 10-6. Second 15, Calvin to open the second quarter. Goes check down. This one caught for 13. Here we go, 3rd and 1 for Spokane. Calvin rolls left. Calvin with the check down pass is caught. Gets the first down for a gain of 10. First down here. Calvin back to the check down. This one caught and gain of 14. Second and 1 for Spokane. Calvin rolls left. Calvin looks, fires back in the corner, incomplete. Third and 1. Third down here for Spokane. Calvin rolls left. Calvin with the check down. Pass is caught. Dives in the end zone. Touchdown, Spokane. Apex in the end zone. Now Spokane back in the lead. The extra point attempt, make it a 3-point game. This one is good. 13-10. And here we go. Here's the kick. And touchback for Columbus. First down for Columbus. There's Electric in the backfield. Electric staying on the left side. Back in the end zone. Now rolls right. Firing out. Check down. This one caught. Out of bounds for a gain of 2. Second and 13 for Columbus. Electric rolls left. Electric. Pump fakes. Got a defender to jump. Fires down the left side. Oh, but he got his jump back. It's intercepted. Exotic the Camel, I believe. That's who that is with the interception. First down for Spokane after the interception. Here's Calvin in the backfield. Calvin with pressure goes down the middle. That's a high throw, incomplete. Second and 15. Second down here. There's a check down from Calvin. Receiver avoids a hit stick, dives for the first down, and gets it for a 17. First down, Spokane. Calvin down the middle again. It's caught. Gets the first down. More for 20. Now it gets 24 out of the reception right there. It's first and goal for Spokane. First and goal. This one lobbed up. That one too far and incomplete. Second and goal. Calvin gonna run it up the middle, and he's in. Touchdown, Spokane. And now Spokane looking to have a 10-point lead. This extra point is good. 20-10. Here we go. Here's the kick. And touchback for Columbus. First down for Columbus. Here's Electric. Fires right side. Pass is caught. Gets 17 and a first down. First down here for Columbus. Electric rolls left. Electric looking on the left side. Going downfield. Wide open man! Touchdown, Columbus! What the hell happened to the defense? Even on the replay, I can't tell you what happened. Extra point attempt for Columbus is blocked. No good. 20-16. Here we go. Here's the kick. And attempted return here for Spokane. And Wade's getting some blocks. Voids the no way. He's got a defender out in front. And he's getting swarmed here. He is not going to take that back. Good return, though, to the 37. First down for Spokane. On first down for Spokane. Quick check down to Calvin for 11. Second and 4. Second down here. Calvin with pressure goes check down. Pass caught. Gain of 4. That should be the first down. First down. Spokane. Here's Calvin in the backfield. Calvin goes check down. This one's caught. Diving to the first down. Gain of 16. And Calvin will get sacked. Loss of 8 on the play. 2nd and 23 for Spokane. Second and 23. And quick pass from Calvin. Caught for 16. 3rd and 7. Third down. Calvin rolls right. Calvin looks, faces pressure, goes check down in the middle, but it's a low throw, incomplete. 4th down, but the offense will go for it. 4th and 7 with a minute 1 to go. It's 4th down. Calvin rolls right. Calvin can't run it here. Gonna have to throw it. Dropping back. Fires down the middle. It's swatted. Incomplete. Turnover, and Columbus back on offense. First down for Columbus. There's the check down to Electric. Gets out of bounds. Gain of 8. 2nd and 7 here for Columbus. Electric in the backfield. Rolls left. Electric looks. Faces pressure. Rolls left. Fires wide open man. Down the left sideline. This one's caught. He gets out of bounds. Gain of 38. And another big first down for Columbus. 39 seconds to go. Now at the 29 of Spokane. Electric on first down, rolls left in the backfield. And that one out of reach for the check down man, incomplete. 2nd and 15. Electric in the backfield. Looks, faces pressure, rolling left. Electric looking, going to fire. This one down the left side. Broken up and incomplete. 3rd down for Columbus. 3rd and 15. And there's the quick pass, caught for 10. And timeout taken by Columbus. 17 seconds to go. Fourth and 5 for Columbus. They have the other timeout, so they don't have to go for the end zone yet. But they need the first. It's 4th down. And Electric gets it out. It's caught! And he gets down with a knee. Gain of 10. The timeout with 6 seconds to go. It's 1st and goal now. They get it off quick. Maybe they get a second chance. 1st and goal. Electric back of the end zone. Swatted back. But the ball gets down with 1 second. Columbus will get a last second chance at it before we go to halftime. Second and goal. Before the half, this one's swatted and incomplete. And we go to halftime. Spokane leads 20-16. Right now at halftime, Spokane, they look like they have the game in pretty good shape right now, but Columbus, they're keeping it close. They're still fighting in this game here. But they're going to need something here in the second half. Not scoring in really good field position for the end of the first half can definitely hurt them going into the second half. But in the meantime, while we still got this halftime, we'll do more advertising. The YouTube channel. I haven't subscribed to it already. I'd appreciate it if you went over there and did so. And the TikTok. If you haven't followed me on TikTok, I'd appreciate it if you went over there and did so. We're trying to have 1,000 followers over on TikTok. So if you haven't followed me, I would greatly appreciate it if you went over there and did so. Second half going to be underway here. And Columbus will start with the ball here. So they can take the lead here. But it'll only be one possession. So we'll see what happens here to open the second half. Columbus will be on offense. First down. Electric in the backfield on the left side. Electric fires down the left sideline. It's caught for 33. First down, Columbus. First down here for Columbus. Electric in the backfield. Electric on the left side. Looks. Goes check down. Pass is caught. Takes the knee for 12. 2nd and 3. Here's Electric. Pump fakes. Doesn't look like anybody was fooled on that one. Electric to the end zone. Pass is caught, but not in bounds. What a stop. 3rd and 3 for Columbus. Electric in the backfield. Looks. Fires that one incomplete. 4th down. On 4th and 3. They're going to go for it here. They're down by 4, so going for a field goal to only make it a 1-point game. Fourth down. Electric rolls left. Electric fires down the middle. Pass is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Columbus. Here we go, the extra point attempt. This one will be good. 23-20. Here we go, here's the kick and return here for Spokane. We'll see what they got here on the return. Getting some blocks. Stopped at the 35. They mark them at the 34. First down for Spokane. Down by 3. Here's Calvin in the backfield. Calvin going to go check down here. This one we caught. Diving for the first down. They get him down at the 50. First down. Spokane. Calvin rolls right. Calvin looking. Fires down the sideline. Pass. Incomplete. The defender, he picked it off, but he couldn't get back in bounds. 2nd and 15. Calvin on 2nd down rolls left. Calvin looking to find somebody here. Calvin with pressure drops back. Going down the left sideline. Incomplete. 3rd down. 3rd down. Calvin. Check down, and the check down man missed it. It'll be 4th and 15. And we're going to see a punt here from Spokane. They don't want to be doing this, down by only 3. And here's the punt. This one inside the 10 here. Marked at the 8. First down here. Spokane, and this one, Electric goes down in the back of the end zone. Safety, we have a 1-point game. And well, the Spokane defense stepping up big right there. Makes it a 1-point game. Now here's the return. This is a big opportunity to get back in the lead for Spokane, and they need to capitalize. It's first down. First down, Spokane. Calvin rolls left. Calvin looks back in the end zone. Lets this one go down the left sideline. This one is caught at the 10. What a catch! First and goal now for Spokane. We got a redemption of Dummy. Yeah, redeemed. First and goal for Spokane. And Calvin almost got hit for a sack. This one will be incomplete and into the stands. 2nd and goal. 2nd down here. Calvin check down. Pass caught for 9. 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal at the 2. Third and goal. Calvin looks like he's going to run it here. And no gain. Fourth and goal. Fourth and goal with the 2. Fourth and goal here. Calvin is he going to try and run it again. No. A lob. Broken up. It'll be a turnover at the 2 now for Columbus. What was that scheme? First down for Columbus now. Electric avoiding 2 safeties in a row by letting this one go down the middle. It's incomplete. Second and 15. Electric fires down the middle. It's intercepted. I don't know if that's better or worse than taking a safety. Apex with the pick. I'd probably say that that's worse because Spokane can get the touchdown off a pick right there instead of a safety where they only go up by 1. We'll see if Calvin can get anything going here. First down goes check down, tripped up for 6. Second and 9. Second down here. Calvin rolls left. Calvin looks, fires back in the end zone. Caught. Touchdown, Spokane. No, this is not the game from hell because this is not greatest game material because this game has been mostly competent football. Mostly. I say mostly because of what we've seen recently, but outside of that, it hasn't been too bad. And he dives out of the end zone for the 2! How do you dive out of the end zone on the 2-point conversion? He went behind the line of scrimmage nonetheless. So now it's a 5-point game. Columbus back on offense. Now they actually don't have to start a drive inside their own 5-yard line. First down for Columbus. Here's Electric back in his end zone, not learning his lesson, but this was down the left side, just past midfield. And a big first down for Columbus. I guess I stand corrected. It seems Electric did learn his lesson. First down, Electric rolls left. Electric going check down on the middle. It's caught. But not going to be able to get back up. Gain of 6. Second and 9 here. Pump fake from Electric. Electric now rolls left. And Electric sacked at his own 40. 3rd and 32 for Columbus. What is happening here in the second half? Electric sacked again. Back-to-back sacks. 4th and 49. And surprising, nobody. Here's the punt unit. Well, this one makes it past the first down marker. Oh, yeah, it makes it pass with ease. Fair catch signaled. First down for Spokane. All they got to do is just not be too stupid with the ball. And they should be able to win this one because Columbus just can't seem to get out of their own way. Calvin runs it, juking people out, gets some blocks, the first down and more. Calvin still on his feet, taken down at the 45. What a run from Calvin. First down for Spokane. Here's Calvin in the backfield. Calvin, check down. It's caught. Gonna get 12. And we go to the fourth quarter. 28-23, Spokane with the lead. And right now, with the way things are going, they're looking to win this game and go 2-0 in their group. 2nd and 3 here to open the fourth quarter. Here's Calvin, rolling left. Calvin, looking. Gonna let this one go. No one down there to cover them. Touchdown for Spokane. And they now have a 2-possession lead. Now Spokane gonna go for 2 once again. See if it works out for them here. 2-point attempt. They go run up the middle and they get it. So here we go. Here's the kick. And touchback. Now Columbus down by 2 possessions. And they have not played good football here in the second half. We'll see if they can get that changed here in the fourth quarter. Electric on first down in the backfield. Back in the end zone. Electric rolls right. Electric faces pressure. Fires down the right side. It's swatted and incomplete. Second and 15. Second down for Columbus. Electric in the backfield. Back in his end zone on the left side. Electric gonna go for the deep ball. Left side, one-on-one. It's swatted and incomplete. Third down, Columbus. Third and 15. Electric in the backfield. Electric rolls right. Electric with pressure. Back in the end zone again. Electric gets rid of it. Going down the right side. Now one-on-one is caught at the 25 for a huge first down. First down now for Columbus. Here's Electric rolling right. Electric going down to the end zone. This one's swatted by the defense and incomplete. Second and 15 for Columbus. Second down, pump fake. This one aired out left side. It's caught and gets in the end zone. Touchdown, Columbus. And we have a one-possession game. The extra point attempt here will make it a 6-point game. And this one is good. 36-30. Here we go. 4th and 25 on the way. Here we go. 4th and 25. Electric needs to convert this one. Goes deep shot down the right side. 2v1 pass swatted and incomplete. Turnover. Spokane gonna be back on offense here. Bad. Think it's probably appreciate it. First down. Spokane. Calvin rolls left. Calvin looking, almost stepped out of bounds. Avoids the sack right there. Calvin staying on his feet. Dropping back to the right side. And now goes left corner of the end zone. Pass incomplete. Second down for Spokane. Second down. Calvin in the backfield. Calvin rolls right. Goes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Spokane. Exotic Camel with a touchdown grab. It's 42-30. And they'll go for 2 again. This team really likes going for 2. It's intercepted on the 2-point attempt. Tripped up at the 15. (42-30). 12-point game. And here we go, touchback for Columbus. First down for Columbus. Electric. Back in the left corner of his end zone. Lets this one go right side. He's just going for the deep ball here. And this one is going to be intercepted by Spokane. It'll be a touchback, and that might be it. It seems Columbus is... They're just very... throw the ball deep, see what happens right now. And it's not paying off for him, to say the least, ladies and gentlemen. Why is a very good question, Sergi. I wish I could tell you why, but I don't know. First down. For Spokane, here's Calvin. And Calvin avoiding the pressure. And Calvin going to run it again, but he fumbles. It's picked up, though, by Spokane. They don't turn the ball over. That would have been disastrous if they did. 2nd and 11 here. Check down. It's caught. Gain of 16. First down. It's not even the score anymore, guys. Come on. First down for Spokane. Calvin just trying to run out the clock here. Calvin on first down. Drops back. Calvin rolls right. And he's going to send this one deep left side. 2v2. It's going to be incomplete. Second and 15. And Calvin will get sacked at the 35. Third and 21. Calvin in the backfield. Calvin rolls left. Calvin going down the middle. Pass is caught. Gets the first down for 23. First and 15. Calvin in the backfield. Calvin steps up, runs, slides for 2. Second and 13. Here's Calvin rolling right. Calvin, under 90 seconds here in the game. Calvin fires right side, incomplete. Third and 13. This one down the middle is intercepted by Columbus. I don't know if that was just a bad throw from Calvin, because that's kind of what it looks like. Now first down for Columbus, a minute 15. They have a chance, only down by 12. They haven't even reached the 1-minute warning yet. First down, Electric, check down right side, and knocked out of bounds for 9. Second and 6. Galvin in the backfield. Nope. Electric in the backfield. Rolls left side. This one is caught down the sideline. Gets the block. And he's going to take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Columbus. And this game is not over. One-minute warning. 55 seconds to go. Here's the extra point. And it's good. 42-37. And Columbus, they didn't convert their last one. They got to convert this one here in 4th and 25. We'll see if they're going to be able to do it. 4th and 25. Game on the line for Columbus. Electric back in his end zone. Electric needing to convert. Goes deep shot down the right side. Looking for the end zone. The defender stopped it because it was overthrown and incomplete. Turnover on downs. First down for Spokane. Calvin in the backfield. Calvin fires right side. Pass is caught. The defender went for the jump and tackle and fumble. And no way! No way! Unbelievable! That looked like Spokane was about to take it to the end zone for the touchdown, but it's a fumble, and Columbus recovered, but they're at their own 2 with 32 seconds to go. What is this madness? First down for Columbus. Electric, quick check down for 4. Are they going to use their timeout? Yes, they will. Timeout taken by Columbus. Second and 11. Electric rolls left. Electric just going to lob this one up down towards the middle. It's caught for 54. What a first down catch. Timeout taken. And Columbus has 1 remaining. 17 seconds to go. They're now in Spokane territory. Electric on first down. Fires down the middle, has his man, but it's missed and incomplete. Second and 15. Second down. And Electric running out of time, under 10 seconds. Electric looking into traffic. It's going to be swatted on the ground with 2 seconds to go. So this will come down to 1 play. It's 3rd and 15 for Columbus. Third down. Electric in the backfield. Is he going to let this one go to a toss? Third down. It's pretty much a toss to the end zone. It's swatted on the ground, and Spokane is going to win. What a game that we just witnessed. Unbelievable finish to the game we just saw here, ladies and gentlemen. Who's the MVP? And it's going to be Isaiah, your MVP. Pretty sure that was the court, I think. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it here for us. Spokane got a clinch, with our final score being Spokane 42, Columbus 37. What a way to end Series 6. And ladies and gentlemen, that is where we'll wrap this one up here for you. Tonight, representing Team Motion, I'm the Cowboy Crab, saying so long, everybody.